final speaker, Mr. Anthony Uvenio.
What is it? What is it? Before you abort the unborn, you must first answer the question, what is it? Over 1 million babies are aborted every year, and America has made it legal for this to happen. Murder is taking the life of an innocent human being without just cause. The pro-choice advocates want to use the term abortion rather than murder, which is what it actually is. Abortion is the murdering of a preborn child, or fetus, before it can survive outside of the womb. Women freely choose to do this, not just because their lives are in danger, but for many various reasons, such as inconvenience, lack of money, shame, or age, none of which are valid reasons to kill a human being. Some might say, my body, my choice, and others might say, it's just a clump of cells. But really, what is it? As Christians, we believe murder is wrong. Our position is pro-life, that aborting a fetus is the same thing as murdering an innocent human being. Abortion is wrong because it violates God's law, it denies the humanity of the unborn, and it harms women and society. Abortion is a sin that violates God's law against murder. Exodus 20:13 says, "Thou shalt not murder." As Christians, we believe murder is wrong no matter the situation. One of the phrases women say is, my body, my choice. However, is it really their body? A pregnant woman is a mom already and will give birth to a new and unique human being. And now she wants to terminate it and give it the death penalty after it has done nothing wrong. But wait, it's just a clump of cells. Is that all that it is? Just a clump of cells? Are you and I not just clumps of cells? Women who abort their babies don't understand the severity of what they're doing. If we break it down, we can use the SLED test. Size, level of development, environment, and degree of dependency. First is S, standing for size. Does the size of the child determine if the unborn, if it can be murdered or not? Definitely not. Just because the unborn is significantly smaller than an average human being doesn't make it any more right to kill it. Does how big a person is determine what a person is? No. Next is level of development. Although a fetus isn't fully developed, doesn't mean anyone should have the right to murder it. Can a 4-year-old give birth to a child? No, because she is not fully developed. So if we can't kill the 4-year-old who is not fully developed, then neither can we kill the unborn child who isn't fully developed. Next is E, which stands for environment. If a baby came out of the womb, would it be legal to kill it then? Definitely not, which is why the location of the baby shouldn't give the woman a right to kill it. Does where a person is determine what a person is? Last is D, or degree of dependency. Just because you depend on someone else doesn't make you any less valuable, and a fetus depending on its mother doesn't make it any less human. The unborn child is a human being at conception with the right to live. According to scientific research, life begins at conception. It is at this stage that the zygote is a complete and unique human being with all the DNA it needs to be considered human. The child develops a circulatory system, which is not connected to the mother, which means it has its own blood type. By the 3rd week, the heart begins to beat, and by 8 weeks, all the major organs have started to form. All of this is proof that the baby is alive and has the same amount of right to live as us human beings on Earth. If a newborn baby deserves protection, then so does a baby in the womb. Additionally, abortion causes harm to women, families, and society. Studies show that women who abort their babies also have a high risk of depression, as well as physical, mental, and emotional side effects. One study from the British Journal of Psychiatry states that women who abort their babies have an 81% higher risk of these side effects. Many who abort their babies also have a high risk of anxiety and suicidal thoughts. Some of the emotional effects women feel after an abortion are guilt, distress, and regret, which can all have long-term effects. Harming the baby can harm the woman, which makes it unsafe. Abortion also destroys the bond between the mother and the child, and instead of murdering the child, the woman should at least consider adoption. Instead of taking the life of an innocent child, the mother should give it a chance to live. So, what is it? It is a human being created in the image and likeness of God who is brought into this world with a purpose. We as Christians are to raise up our children in the Lord and help them to grow to be mighty people of God and not kill them. No woman should murder their child, but value, love, and care for them. Proverbs 31:8 says, "Speak up for those who cannot speak up for themselves." Since innocent children are human beings, they deserve equal protection under the law, and we should stand up for them and defend their right to live. What is it? If you don't know, then you can't kill it. If you do know, then killing the unborn is murder. Thank you.